Okay, this is number 2. We're doing all the scenes of the crimes that CCPD committed. What crime here, John? I took a little ride, went around. I was going to stop at 918 West Lakeside, but I didn't. We got a few more. My first experience with Tommy Nichols, after I tried to do a lot of correct things and things I talked about, is he parked here for months. My friend seen him. I was surprised. He made a threat. He's going to get me. And then when he parked, followed me. He's got a truck. He's got a monster truck. He'd follow you all over. It was an amazing thing to me. I felt different because if I'm on the street and somebody comes up to me and threatens me, I defend myself. I know how to fight. But I realized I didn't have that option. You see, when he beats the fuck out of people here, you lift a hand, you go to prison. Roger did 4 years because Tommy Nichols put Roger, homeless guy for many years. He threatens him. He does. Roger's one he made him do favors for. And he put him in prison for 4 years. Criminal activity for an officer to beat, to threaten, to use words of disappear, I'll make you disappear. And then if you even try to... So, to me, you're getting a feel of it. When he began waiting for me every day, right here, this is the spot. This is the other scene of the crime. You're not supposed to do that. And then riding my bumper on the highway right there. It's the first experience I had where I thought, I'm not going to be able to defend myself. And normally you would think, oh, you can call a cop. You see the difference? I realized that was a period for about a year and a half. I realized you have no options. He also used to park right on the other side. He targeted me. I understood what that meant. Why did he target you, John? I'm not really sure what began the targeting. I tried to do things right in a lot of stuff I talked about. But I have a few indications maybe why. But this is that's why I consider CCPD to be a criminal organization. Because when I heard that they do all these other things. So this is the second scene of the crime. Today is how many years you guys let that stuff go on? What set you off, John? What set me off these last few days is another story. Another one of the same exact thing. And the guys I told, I was with David Martin once, and I don't know if Jackie was with me. He's dropping me off from an AA meeting. Or we're going to one or the other. And he saw the cop there, and David didn't have his inspection on yet. He put it up. David knows him. He never met him. He said, oh, that guy he'll get you. And then Jackie found out, his girlfriend, oh, you better change your car, John. That's what we do. I'm not going to change my car. I'm not breaking the law. It don't make a difference, John. They'll get you. This is number 2. So the experience I had, because if anybody comes up to me and threatens me and puts a hand on me, I will fight you. I will win. But that was different. Because, look, if you follow me on the highway, I did this the other week. I was driving down and somebody rode my bumper. I don't know who, not him. Just regular car, and I stopped. Complete stop. That's how I responded. It was on the off-ramp going to Ennis Jocelyn Coffee Shop. Sure enough, I just stopped right in the middle of the road. That's what happens, in general. And I looked over and I saw my friend Tim. He thought I stopped to talk to him, a homeless friend on a bike. And he sees me parked. Hey, John, hey, Tim. I told him I didn't stop for you. I parked in the stripes. So that was an experience when a cop says, I'm going to get you. Meaning I'm going to beat the fuck out of you. Come on. You guys are criminals here. Now, they used to park here for breakfast every morning. And do you know, I think they considered me a threat. I don't know why. He makes threats carries him out, did it year after year after fucking year, over and over and over again. But they stopped eating breakfast here about 2 years ago. And I had a feeling maybe they thought it had something to do about me. So I already reported, you beat the fuck out of Shannon, gave you the thing over there where you did it. You have the information, you know about it, but now they'll probably destroy every record in the book. Assault, battery. So for many months, he sat right here. I live right there. Sat right here. Why? Because he said, I'm going to get you. That was his threat to me. I'm going to get you, motherfucker. Didn't use those exact words, but he made clear the threat. I was surprised, and I could not, you can't defend yourself. I would have if he pulled me out of the car and started beating the fuck. I would have defended myself. But I also recognize you don't report that either, because you're reporting it to the criminals. So this is number 2. I wanted you to get a feel. And when some of my other friends saw that, they said, oh, he's targeting you like he did me, they would say. Things to that effect. And they said, this is what we had to do, which we moved to the other side of town. My friend Bear moved to the other side of town because of that. Because of Tommy Nichols. You've seen the video. That's why he moved over there. I've had multiple friends tell me they had to leave. They used to say over and over again, he rules the bluff. Meaning illegal activity, getting your ass kicked by him, or possibly getting a hit put on you. They would tell me he rules this place. And that I was going to stop at the criminal headquarters, also known as the Bluff substation. But I did one there the other day. So you get a feel of this. You get a feel of this. That's where he was. Right there, okay? He used to wait for me at HEB. He went one time at the Benjamin Moore, the other time at the Humility Meet. He pursues you for maybe about a year. And then I was driving out of here once. As soon as I got on the thing, he was in his cop vehicle that day, rolled my bumper fast, came up to me. I was shocked. Open, public. So what we're saying is, after 20 years, prison would be justified for illegal activity. So that's where Tommy Nichols beat the fuck out of Shannon. Pounding, and then parked at his house the next day. It's the same thing with me, except he never laid a hand on me. And I think after a while, some of my friends told the other friends, Tommy's afraid of John. And then my friends started thinking, maybe John has a big history in New Jersey when he was. That's what made them think that, because some of the guys on the street said Tommy's afraid of John. I never threatened him. But now you're seeing a feel. But he's threatened, carried out threats, followed many crimes committed by that officer. It showed me that there was illegal activity entrenched. And then you have an Amber Alert. I don't know if they found those kids yet. But it makes me mad when I see the sign, call CCPD. I know that they are involved in criminal activity from sunup to sunset. When I made that other video, the one that goes up right before this, my friend Mark, I think, seen me. They haven't seen me in a while. Because I turned around and he was walking the other way. He must have heard me at the... So that's what we're doing. The federal authorities have to come in and shut down the criminal organization known as the Corpus Christi Police Department. Because there's no more to report. You could have a video of him shooting somebody in the head, doing a drug deal. You could have it on video. And they might say, well, we don't know if the pixels on that video are exact. You see, we had a case, I'll end quicker because I got a few more we're going to do. There was a car that backfired, not here in Corpus. It's one of the cases I read. Backfired in front of a police station. There were 2 black people in the car. Now, the car took off, and the cops pursued that car. This is a case I read on Huffington Post or one of the news sites. And it went to trial. They pursued him thinking it was gunshots. They shot through the windshield 17 times. One cop was on top of the car, shot through the windshield, killed them both. Later, they found out it was a backfire of a vehicle. And the judge ruled, they were all on the job, nothing. He ruled it was obvious that they were innocent people that were murdered by the cops, but because 6 or 7 cops all shot, and the one that was on the windshield that shot and killed them, they said you couldn't prove which bullet. Ballistics couldn't prove which bullet actually killed them, so they all got off. So that, what does that say? If you're going to, if you're a cop and you want to kill people, have 6 of them shoot you at once and then you're innocent. That's what that says to me. All the language of threats carried all on the CCPD side. All the threats mentioned, carried out, all on their side. You've never heard a single threat out of my mouth.